Mr. Govind Srikhande. He is the Managing Director at Shoppers Stop, joining in right now from Mumbai. Mr. Srikhande, sir, thanks very much for joining in. Morning, this is Bianca. At the consolidated level, there's a bit of a loss, and standalone profits, they aren't great either. How are you going to explain the underperformance?
Okay, let me explain. We have always taken a stand that we have two results in reality. One is the standalone result and the second is the consolidated result. Because the console reflects the impact of Hypercity, which is a loss-making venture today and will turn to profitability over the next 30 months. So we always try and explain the result in two parts. The standalone continues to be profitable, and if you have seen Q1 result versus Q2, definitely there is a marked improvement in terms of both EBITDA profitability as well as PAT profitability. And we are also seeing a good like-to-like growth coming back to the business. So like-to-like growth, which was at 1% in Q1, is now running at 5%, and we are seeing a very good traction also right now with October, which had Dussehra, and that's something which is definitely very, very positive. So I think there is definitely a positive consumer sentiment running in right now. So as far as Hypercity is concerned, we have seen a good growth in margins there, 50 basis point, but we have seen a like-to-like growth which is pretty slow as compared to what has happened in Q1. So it's running at 2% like-to-like growth, but we have still been able to maintain a store EBITDA positive, which is very good news, and this is the 5th consecutive quarter in which we have been able to maintain profitability at the store level. But here we are really targeting to move towards a company EBITDA positive and PAT positive over the next 24 months and 30 months period.
But the ex-Hypercity EBITDA margins on a standalone basis hasn't been very impressive. When do you expect margins to improve?
Basically, margins in this quarter have taken a 30 basis point hit, basically on account of sale getting extended by more than 2 weeks. Q3 we should be back on track because there's no discounting happening in Q3, so we should be back on track there. And as far as costs are concerned, there have been 2 or 3 costs that have gone completely haywire. One of them has been power, where the unit rates have gone up much higher, about more than 25 to 30%, which is hit by about 6 crores, and even the area of depreciation and interest, both of them have taken a hit of about 10 crores between both of them, and service tax, which is another impacting cost, which is again gone up by 6 crores. So some of these costs will get nullified because of the growth in like-to-like sales. My expectation is that second half we should be able to hit 8 to 10% like-to-like growth, which would definitely nullify some of these cost growths.
Okay, this year the festive season, Diwali, etc., it's in November. Can you talk about the impact of the delay in the festivals on your overall sales performance and also on volume growth?
Actually, we are pretty happy because of the delay, and the advantage is that after the sale period, you are able to actually get the festive period of Puja separately, Diwali separately. Last year what really happened was sale got over and then immediately Puja started, so everything got crunched into a very small period. So you didn't actually get a good festive period last year, and we are clearly seeing the difference this year, that if you are able to finish off sale, enter into the festive period with a pretty much good gap, you are able to capture sale on both the sides. So right now we are seeing a very good traction for the festive period.
What about the store rollout target for the rest of the year and also for FY14?
Sure, we are targeted to open 8 stores during the year. We already opened 4 in the first half. We are on the way to open 4 more stores. All of them are under fit out. So we should see the opening of 8 stores during this financial year. The next 2 years we are targeting 8 stores each. So 24 stores over a 3-year period. We are very much on that target, and we had planned to spend almost 300 crores on capex during this 3-year period. And we were targeting to generate about 100 crores of cash every year. First half we already generated more than 42 crore cash, so we are on target to generate about 80 to 100 crore cash, so very much under control. So debt equity also very much under control at 0.42.
Okay, and you did mention Hypercity earlier on in the interview as well. Just a quick word on Hypercity before we close this discussion. When do you aim to break even for Hypercity?
Sure, as I mentioned, Hypercity, basically we are trying to track, we are on a store EBITDA positive right now. We are working on making company EBITDA and PAT positive over the next 30 months period. The way to go there is 3 ways. One is increase margin through increasing fashion, which we have been able to grow this quarter by almost 20%. Fashion has gone up. and we have seen an impact of margin by about 50 basis point. We are also working on trying to reduce operating costs by right sizing a few stores, which will help us to bring down the cost. And number three is driving the top line much harder. So between the three combination of these three, we will be able to drive this format towards profitability over the next 30-month period.
Mr. Srikhande, thanks very much for your time and giving us clarity on business going ahead.